I'm Tracy Bingaman. I'm a full-time working mom of 5 who got sick, burned out, quit my job, and now I teach women how to mom smarter, not harder. The pressures of modern motherhood are intense. You're a busy working mom juggling all the balls and living in fear of dropping the exact wrong one. Here you'll find the tools you've been searching for to confidently prioritize your life and optimize your ability to rock all the hats that you choose to wear. I'll show you how to break through your limiting beliefs so you'll have more time and more money than you know what to do with. Because even in the busiest seasons of life, you can grow to master your money, own your time, and be the mom with all the margin. This is Fulfilled as a Mom. Today we're going to talk about 2 things that you should never bring up at the dinner table over Thanksgiving: sex and money. There are these 3 things that Dan and I do every month to argue less and get it on more. Yep, you heard that right. Today I'm tackling these 2 taboo topics that go hand in hand, one of which I'm super comfortable talking about, and one of which makes me a little nauseated just thinking about bringing it up on a podcast or on a YouTube video: money and sex. I'm a huge advocate of open communication about money inside of marriage and partnership. Truly, the data tells us that money fights are one of the top causes of separation and divorce. And so given that, I teach this stuff and I tell you that you should be openly communicating. You should be working as a team with your spouse and your partner when you're talking about money. I'd really like you to think that I have my act together, but more often than not, I'm on the struggle bus when it comes to actually communicating with Dan about our family's budget. But 100% of the time I'm driving the bus, and only about 50% of the time does Dan have a ticket to the bus ride at all. The truth, I'd rather just do it myself. Me, myself, and I. We always agree. She never asks hard questions or judges how much money I have in the Tracy clothing category, and we just tend to get along better. My middle school social studies teacher would probably have trouble hiding her surprise if I called her up and said I was struggling to work well with others and to let them have a vote on group projects. So I guess not much has changed. But since I didn't want to carry the weight of the budget and our family's finances purely on my back, I didn't want to be the only one in charge of the schedule or our family's financial future, I really try to do these 3 things every month so that I'm not the bitchy budget dictator and that no one, not even my own husband, wanted to be paired with me on a group project. Because seriously, I believe it's our money that we earned because since that day we eloped in Las Vegas, we've combined our lives, our finances, and our futures. Do you want to know what the best part about this? Our monthly money meetings take less than 1 hour, so the torture is very short-lived. So here are the 3 things that we do every month to argue less, save more, pay off more debt, and have more sex. Busy working mom. I used to wear it like a badge of honor. Then I realized that I was drowning in to-dos and running around like a lunatic, all because this key piece was missing. I wasn't clear on what my deeply held values were. And when everything's important, nothing is important. Now that I've done the work and figured out what I value most, it makes life so much easier. Those core values serve as the compass for the direction of my life, and they inform my heck yes and my hell no responses to each and every opportunity. I've taken the process to curate core values and boiled it down into 3 simple steps. I've laid out the exact process to gain clarity so you can start applying your deeply held values to day-to-day life. To start living a purpose-driven life full of what you love and void of all that other shit, download your core value curator today. The link's waiting for you in the show notes. Number 1, checking in to see how we're both feeling about the budget. Do we feel like we're overspending, oversaving, or Goldilocksing? Are we right in the middle? This opens the budget discussion in a non-threatening way. Each adult gets a chance to say how they're feeling about the budget and how they felt last month went. The second thing is we review the budget for the upcoming month. What money do we have coming in? Any unusual expenses? What are we saving for? And when do we want to have it saved by? It's the nitty-gritty practical aspect of the actual budget. We make sure that both of us have money in the categories that bring us joy so that we're in agreement with the plan for the coming month. The third thing is dreaming with money. Sometimes this is a big detailed session. Sometimes it's quicker. What do we want to do in the future? What do we want our future to look like? These can be smaller dreams, like Dan wants a new doohickey for his tractor, and I've been eyeing up some new Sam Edelman leather boots. Or bigger dreams, for us, a lakefront house with a tiny stretch of water, a ski boat, and a dock for our kids to fish and frolic off of. This helps to put the fun back in your financial discussion, and it reminds you why you are diligently working to get your financial pants on one leg at a time. The point is that you don't have to make a big to-do around the things that get in, like to get all the way out of debt and to get control of your money, or even just to get on the same page about money with your partner. You want them to buy in. You want to give them a voice and a vote, and that also helps to offload some of this pressure from you. One of the things that I found makes the biggest difference in my life and the life of my working mom clients is that when they start talking to their partners about budgeting, making changes money-wise, and adjusting categories and lifestyles, you want to start with why. So identify clearly the reason that you want to make changes in what you're doing now with money and paint a picture of why this matters. Get their buy-in on the dream, the choices, the freedom that exists on the other side of making that dream a reality. So once you nail down your why and they're both in agreement about it, then you talk about the what. Then you unpack the process of budgeting and staying on the same page with money and working towards the same outcome together. If this has been an area that you've stubbed your toe on in the past, raise his hand and gestures over my shoulder at the last 10 years, and really mostly the first 5 years of our married money life, the Money Meeting Checklist is designed to help you have a framework for these questions, conversations, and dream sessions around money. Life is entirely too short to fight about money, and money fights are the number one cause of divorce in North America today. So this is absolutely something that you're going to want to get a handle on ASAP if you've been struggling with it. There is no time like the present. So the download is free. All it will cost you is the time and energy that you put into it. And your financial, marital, and sex life in the future will thank you because those things are so worth it. So click the link in the show notes to download your Money Meeting Checklist and start having fewer money fights and more sex. I'm doing a victory dance right now because you did it. You took the time to tune in, to reach for a better life, and to take care of you. Did our time together go by way too fast for anyone else? Head to fulfilledasamom.com for show notes and all the discount codes from today's show. You now have the tools and knowledge to change your life. Go blaze your trail, take that step, make the shift, and do the work to create fulfillment in your life today.